Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, today we are unpacking a truly massive update to Google's AI, Gemini. We're pulling this directly from the Anasup consulting channel, and we are looking at a fundamental shift here, multifaceted document generation. We're going to break down exactly what that means and honestly, why it's about to totally alter your daily workflow. Let's get right into it. The source material actually uses a very specific phrase to describe this update, and I quote, game-changing. Now, in the tech space, that usually means the fundamental rules have totally shifted, right? We're no longer just talking about, incremental chatbot improvements. We are talking about completely bypassing old workflows altogether. It is incredibly easy to look at a tech update log and just scroll right past it. But the folks over at the Anasup Consulting channel caught something really massive, just hidden in plain sight. They recognized that Gemini's new feature list isn't just some quirky little add-on. No, it's a total reimagining of how we produce digital files. So, what does multifaceted document generation actually look like in practice? Well, historically, AI was kind of trapped in a chat box. You'd ask a question, get a massive wall of text, and then the manual labor began. You know the drill. Copy, open up a new app, paste it in, fix the broken formatting, and finally save. But this update, it completely shatters that bottleneck. The AI now actively builds the actual ready-to-share file right from your prompt. And this is where the true scope of the update becomes crystal clear. Gemini isn't forcing you into some walled garden. Actually, it's generating outputs across 3 distinct worlds. We're talking Google Workspace, the Microsoft Office ecosystem, and universal formats like PDFs and Markdown. It's like Gemini is acting as a universal translator, just dropping your output into literally whichever software environment your team already relies on. The sheer volume of native generation happening here is honestly staggering. This isn't just an integration with 1 or 2 pet projects, right? Gemini is hitting every major touchpoint of digital knowledge work. We're talking PDFs, docs, sheets, Word, Excel, PPTs, Google Slides, and Markdown. Whether you're building pitch decks, crunching complex financial models, drafting legal contracts, or writing software documentation, there is a native format for your specific task built right from the prompt. Let's look at how this breaks down in the real world, starting with presentations. Now, you might expect a Google AI to only speak Google Slides, right? That makes sense. But the fact that Gemini generates native PowerPoint files is highly significant. Imagine your client absolutely demands a PPT file 5 minutes before a big meeting. Well, there's no frantic converting, there's no images flying off the page, and no broken fonts. The AI simply meets you exactly where your workflow lives. And that exact same logic applies to data. Whether your team lives in Sheets or Excel, you have ultimate flexibility. You can just ask the AI to compile a data set and then kick it straight to a Google Sheet for, live collaboration with your team. Or you can send it to a rigid Microsoft Excel file for your accounting department. The friction of moving data between those competing standards, it's entirely gone. Think about the countless hours lost over the years just trying to keep formatting intact when moving a Google Doc into Microsoft Word. The bullet points that suddenly change size for absolutely no reason, the margins that just disappear, yeah, we've all been there. By generating either format natively, Gemini essentially ends the document standard wars. You provide the ideas, and the AI provides the exact vessel you need. It's brilliant. But wait, it doesn't just stop at traditional Office software. The inclusion of PDFs and Markdown really completes the whole toolset. Markdown is literally the lifeblood for developers and technical writers formatting text for the web. And meanwhile, PDFs remain the ultimate universal standard for distribution. Generating these natively means Gemini serves the specialized coder just as seamlessly as the marketing executive. So when you pull back and look at this entire ecosystem, it brings us right back to that initial game-changing claim. This isn't just an AI giving you answers anymore, it is an AI building your final deliverables. By entirely cutting out the middle steps, the copying, the pasting, formatting, and tweaking, the prompt itself becomes the point of final creation. The barrier between a raw idea and a finished, fully formatted document has literally never been lower. So I want to leave you with this question to think about today. With an AI that can instantly generate your docs, your sheets, your PPTs, and your PDFs natively, what will you create next? Thanks so much for joining us on this explainer, and we will see you next time.